Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium, where we are still investigating the church, which apparently is housing a hole in the world. So yeah, that's apparently a thing. However, for now we have to deal with an entirely different problem. That is, we have to convince Sona to turn this church into a nightclub. Well, I hope that the hole in the world is not going to be a problem for that. But yeah, let's talk to her again.
Yes, what is it?
How do you feel about a Nordic dance music? And I'm asking this without any kind of ulterior motive.
What? I hate it.
Great. That's not a good start.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
I mean, she wrote in her journal that she's hearing all the music played by the ravers outside, so I guess she has heard it. Have you even listened to it, like actually listened? What are you, 40? It's the future of dance music. Same here, it just doesn't connect here, tap on your heart. Not like disco does anyway. Okay, wow, that was quick. Why do you hate it? I mean, I want to convince her to start a nightclub here, or at least let the ravers start a nightclub. So maybe I shouldn't tell her that I don't like Nordic music myself. So have you even listened to it? And I don't mean just overhearing the music from outside.
Yeah, like all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they?
She pulls a face that looks absolutely scathing.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Yeah, this doesn't bode well. She really doesn't like Nordic dance music. So how would you feel about a club for Nordic dance music? Well, probably the same.
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
Yeah, I have figured that out already. They certainly have the materials to start like a drug lab. But what do you think what they want to build here?
Take a guess, why don't you?
I heard they're also planning on building a drug lab. Yeah, that's what they certainly had in mind. A youth center would be nice, a petting zoo, place for animals. Maybe some community space to help the elderly. I'm still convinced that they want to establish a nightclub for Nordic dance music. They said it's their dream. Yeah, I have to admit they were planning on building a drug lab. But if I remember correctly, I had like the option to tell them, okay, I'm going to help you, starting that nightclub, but not the drug lab. But I picked the option I want to investigate the church first. But I might be able to tell them that, okay, you can have your nightclub, but not the drug lab. But I'm aware of their plans, yes.
Bingo! That's exactly what they're up to.
Yeah, I hope I can talk them out of that, though.
Ah, wonderful.
The lieutenant whispers, admiring the embellished pillars and the spectacular architecture in the church.
Now this house of worship is also going to be a drug lab. Always something fascinating happening in tents.
They're just encouraging an active youth culture here, nothing wrong with that. Mind-altering substances are a vital part of a Nordic club scene. It helps to bring the community together. Say nothing. Also, I just realized when I spoke to the ravers, Kim wasn't in the tent, so he didn't hear me talking about, the fact that they had all these, equipments to start a drug lab, so that's why he suddenly is reacting to that. Yeah, I think I would like to help them to build the nightclub, but without the drug lab, but I guess I will have to talk to them first about it. So I guess for now I'm going to pick this option here.
Yeah, what I said before. Not possible to appreciate that kind of music without being high as a kite. So that's settled. Great. No nightclubs in the church then.
Well, that is not good. So, how am I going to proceed with this? Tell Andre about Suna's thoughts on the nightclub. Well, she's not amused at all, but maybe if I can convince them to give up on the drug lab and just do the nightclub. we can find a compromise. But okay, for now, let's return and talk to them, and I think I can take the shortcut over here. Yes. Alright. In we go. I think this guy was Andre.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church, I checked it. I know Noid has his signs, but what's the deal with Egghead here? Yeah, I tried to talk to him, but it's complicated. So maybe let's talk about the church first.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crabman. Actually, I want to talk about something else. No, I did talk to the crabman.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual. He gave me this odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love. You were right, he's a true narcomaniac, and the way he climbs, it was terrifying. I don't know, he seemed weird, but not really terrifying.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it. He clearly enjoys the physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak. There's something sinister going on under the building's roof. I think he's getting high or something. Yeah, there's a hole in the world apparently, at least according to Sona. But it seems that he's mostly preaching and praying.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
I don't think so. He's not the one you need to worry about. Sona is, because she doesn't want a nightclub in the church.
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Probably nothing.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Of course he's a problem. He's a crabman. He keeps himself physically active, thinks spiritual thoughts, and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict such a person? That's a good point. As far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there, and guys, you'll never catch him. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind a nightclub at all. Yes, he is not the problem.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice friendly hyper time?
Most of them probably won't even notice. You're just going to have to live with a crabman. Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else. Yeah, probably.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Yeah, like I said, he is not the one who's the problem here.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
Oh, Egghead, will I ever understand you?
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Sona, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared. Yes, I guess she's the other quote-unquote spooker.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
Yeah, and she did not like the Nordic dance club idea at all.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Well, maybe. Maybe if we stick to the club idea and drop the drug lab idea.
Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished. Oh, so I guess that would be an option as well. We help her with her project, then she can leave and you can have the church for yourself. Huh, okay, I mean, that's probably even better.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution. I could go for another try, bring down the hammer of the law. I mean, on what grounds? I feel that she has the same right to be there as these guys, which is probably no right at all because it's not their property, but I can't evict her and then let them into the church, right? So it's either all or nothing. So yeah, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man!
Right.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
That sounds very reasonable.
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in a church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
And not the joy and ecstasy of drugs.
The lines in the dark exist, coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's art. He'll understand.
Advanced being.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Nope, she doesn't. She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it. Like, she gets down. I mean, who doesn't? Just listen to that crazy pulse. I don't see any advantage of lying to them. I feel they must know what's going on.
Egghead cannot believe what she just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
Okay, well, that must have truly shocked him.
No worries, we'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
Perhaps if you drop the drug lab, it might make it easier to convince her. That's what I've been saying. Then again, if she's going to leave the church once she finished her project, this might not be an issue anymore. Then again, I kind of want them to drop the whole drug lab idea anyway, so I may as well use this as leverage. I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her proceed with the quest. Alright, I'll see how it goes, proceed with the quest. Yeah, maybe if you drop the drug lab, it might be easier to convince her.
Oh man, but the drug lab was like an integral part of getting the club going.
I'm sure you will do fine without it.
For me, it was my favourite part. Chemistry's great. Besides, imagine all the drugs we could do if we had our own drug lab.
Right, that is exactly why I don't want you to build one.
I mean, Nordic music is great and all, but drugs, they make you feel really good. When did you last feel really, really good?
Well, probably the last time he took drugs. But I need to be a better person here, right? And not encourage this kind of behavior for other people. Hey, who needs drugs when you've got the mysteries of Al Ghul to discover? Which technically is a drug as well, but I guess it's a legal drug, so I couldn't stop them from, drinking alcohol. I don't have time to feel good. I'm very busy, officer of the law. I've never felt good in my entire life. I wouldn't know, to be honest. So why don't you just stick to legal drugs like alcohol?
Nah, but you see, no one likes drunk people. Drunk people get into fights and try to hit on everyone. Now, people on speed, however...
So what do people on speed do?
Just dance for hours, one with the night.
Okay, well, fair point. I refuse to throw her out. Okay. Yeah, I would prefer not to throw her out. Maybe I can convince her to leave, or just accept the nightclub without the drugs.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
Okay, so we will continue our task. But yeah, I have some new dialogue about Egghead here.
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
What does that mean? What's a master of ceremonies? How do you communicate with him? Oh, that makes sense. Another question then. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, what is a master of ceremonies?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
So kind of like a DJ? I don't know.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you then. An MC for short.
Okay. But yeah, if you want to talk to him, how do you communicate with him? It's kind of difficult.
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
So you never really tried? Yeah, I guess you haven't, huh?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
Yeah, I mean, I have been kind of trying to do that, and I think I was getting to a point where he started to talk a bit more normal, but I guess I picked a wrong option then, and he just went back into hard corners and the dialogue ended. So I may just have to try different, pathways through his dialogue tree until I find the right one.
The man smiles mysteriously. choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Right. I guess I will have another attempt at that puzzle because I think I was on the right path.
Goodbye, officer.
And I mean, what Andre told me here would confirm that. So,
We're
Egghead.
close. True, hard, full, car.
Okay, I think I picked Say Nothing for a few times because that was when he was just going hardcore, and at some point he starts to talk in like a full sentence, and then I may have to pick something different than before.
Hardcore. Hardcore is a mega. Internally coherent.
Okay, this is a Pani one that I haven't picked yet, but I think I have to continue with this one.
All car. All.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime, invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Okay, I wonder if I have reached like a crossroads in the dialogue here because I get some additional information.
Hardcore. Ah.
Okay, but he's still in his hardcore mode. I don't know, let's try this again.
Is it though?
Okay, this is when he kind of starts to talk differently. But I guess I have tried all of these already.
But is it? I mean, really?
So let's pick this one now.
Under the radar. Over the top.
Okay, that was wrong.
We're close.
Let's
True,
just try a
hard,
few
full,
different
hardcore,
options here.
hardcore is a internally coherent.
Going to
Hardcore.
pick
furrows
Say Nothing
his
for a
brow.
while.
Hardcore.
And now I'm going to pick this one instead.
The question is, what is the question?
Okay, well, that is a new piece of dialogue. Just answer the question. That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic. I don't know. I guess I will just try the different options, and if it doesn't work, I have to restart the dialogue over again. Let's pick this one.
But there was a question?
Well, apparently not.
We're close. True.
Okay,
Hardcore. Hardcore
let's
is
try this
internally
again.
coherent.
Nope, I don't want to pick this one.
Alright. Yeah.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore.
Okay, now
The
this
question
one.
is, what is the question?
Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
Okay, well, that wasn't the
We're
right
close. True. Hard. Full. Car.
selection either.
Hardcore. Hardcore is internally coherent. All car. All right. Yeah.
Please tell me what exactly are you doing. Apparently I haven't picked this one yet. Maybe I will try this one for a change.
Gotta get the people going.
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
What is a party boy? I think I'm also a party boy. Yeah, what is a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
Oh boy.
There is a place far away in Cutler, beyond a certain latitude, known as Winter's Orbit, where there are 25 hours in a day. It is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed rock stars, full of Eternite, depression, and half-finished ski-flying hills. The Suru live there.
Okay, I mean I'm getting some new dialogue here, but after a while the dialogue just ends.
We're
Alright,
close. True. Hardcore.
Let's
Hardcore is a mega. Internally
try this
coherent.
again.
All car. All right. Gotta get the people going.
I see.
Yeah.
Request. I want.
That didn't do anything.
We're close. True. Hardcore.
I mean, maybe at some point I have to try some of these other options here.
Hardcore is internally coherent. All car. All right. Gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's my job.
But maybe let's try this option first. I think I'm also a party boy.
2 on the track. Watch your back. Watch out for the.
And it's another dead end.
We're close. True. Hardcore.
So I'm just going to pick all the options that I haven't picked yet.
Yeah.
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it.
I have been wondering if his accent is supposed to be German, and apparently Gotwaldian is kind of like the German equivalent in this game.
Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name. Could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
I'm not sure what this has got to do with anything, but at least it's some new dialogue. So this is the famous Van Eyck I'm hearing.
You know about him?
He moves his mouth, but sound doesn't come out. His eyes are the size of saucers. Looks like you've rendered him speechless. Ooh, well, that is something new.
You know Van Eyck?
Yeah, I'm a major Egghead. Your friend Estelle mentioned him. No, it was just a turn of phrase. I'm totally a major Egghead. Is that the origin of your name, Egghead? Egg? I get it.
Wow.
Well, I seem to be getting somewhere. At least with the other two. I'm not sure about Egghead.
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
So am I! So am I!
Okay, I think I'm finally getting somewhere with him as well. He begins to shake his head so everyone would understand.
Oh, is that why they call you Egghead? Because...
Yep, I think I figured him out.
Egghead to the mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man!
Okay, so basically, egg is egg, but it has, as we in Germany would say, Auslautverhärtung, which Germans do whenever a word ends in a voiced consonant, like a G, it becomes a K. Interesting.
The Advent?
And that's the end of the dialogue again. But I mean, I got a little bit more out of him this time. So maybe I will just
We're close.
continue to try different options here.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Here comes the night!
Well, that didn't work.
We're close. True. Hardcore! Hardcore to the internally coherent. All core! All right!
He furrows his
Yeah, I'm not really sure what other options I can pick here.
Is it though?
1 9.
I mean, that is always the
We're
same.
close. True. Hard. Full. Car. It's hardcore.
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibbity. Skibber.
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel I already made some progress with him, but since my quest hasn't updated, I guess I haven't found the right pathway yet.
True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent.
So maybe I'm actually going to ask a stupid question about the killed mercenary.
Good morning, yeah. 1 2 3. Yekokata. The place to be.
I'm beginning to think this really doesn't have anything to do with the case. You said that before. Why is this Yekokata a place to be? What does that mean? That's a good question.
Yekokata is a hardcore place.
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural megaproject in the extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer.
Okay.
An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Truly hardcore, but it doesn't help me with Egghead.
We're close. True.
I mean, I feel at some point
Hardcore to
I
the
have
mega.
tried
Internally
every
coherent.
potential
All core.
option
All
here.
right. Gotta get the people going.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're close. True. Hard. It's hardcore. Skibbity.
Your cop
Yeah, this is going to lead to a dead end right away.
Hardcore. Hardcore. Internally all core.
he furrows his
Hard.
Is it though?
It
What
is.
is it? I mean, really?
Okay, well, here's something new. The question is, what is the question? Just louder? I'm pretty sure I've heard this before, but I think last time he said it. I'm starting to mix up my dialogue with his dialogue.
No, but seriously,
Well,
I'm a bit worried it isn't.
why did that all of a sudden work? I don't see any logic behind this dialogue tree and why this wasn't here before. Okay, but apparently I did it. Well, this was stupid. Anyway, he frowns and starts bobbing his head back and forth once more.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore.
Right. I mean, now he is repeating my dialogue, so I guess I had to say certain phrases first and pick up his phrases, and then I could use his phrases and he's going to repeat my phrases back at me. It's still kind of stupid.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Alright, let's not jinx it now. You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music? Are you a thought reader? Why are there lungs on your belt buckle? What? What? But yeah, why exactly are you worried?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
Okay, now he's actually starting to talk more than just like one sentence. He thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra.
And ultra is less than hardcore?
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto.
Proto?
Like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's hyper hardcore, it's super hardcore, it's only ultra hardcore, it's proto, not hardcore at all. Well, conceptualization seems to think it's proto.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is a question? Try to think if anything could make it hardcore. Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police. I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra. I'm not really sure if I follow this conversation, but if it's not hardcore, then I guess you have to make it hardcore, or hardercore, that is.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
And in yours as well, apparently.
As your mind works, the beat recedes from your ears. You hear your own blood pulsing through your head, nourishing your thoughts with oxygen. The rhythm is familiar.
Think even harder. Feel the movement of blood through your head. I don't know. Let's think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
You seem impressed.
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
Feel the movement of blood through your head. I don't know if that is going to accomplish anything, but okay.
The abstract shapes swelling in the foreground have done so in vain. This is a core matter. The answer in the double kick that moves the milliliters through your mind. The dark thud is the source of all rhythm, the inspiration behind mathematics.
Again, I'm not sure if I'm really following you here.
The hardcore.
Well, I guess my imagination fails me. I'm sorry.
I know! So does mine!
He laughs and shakes his head. Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was what is a question? Yeah, what exactly is the question again?
No! This is the answer!
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police. Well, that I am.
Uh-huh.
The young man is bursting with anticipation. Nothing. Me being the police isn't going to help us. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us. And I have a job to do instead of this absurd idiocy. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't think being the police is going to help us.
Oh!
He's very disappointed. I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what he is looking for here, but that's my only option left, so here we go.
Yeah!
Huh, well, I have a skill check. Are you a thought reader? What are the lungs on your belt? So what does this do? It's a white check. Maybe your body can tell you what Arno von Eyck gems is missing to make it harder core. I will give this a try, but maybe I will try the other options first. So, are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
Does that mean you're a thought reader? So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist. Tell me something else, Egghead. I'm not sure if that means he's a thought reader. I doubt he's a communist, so I don't know.
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he is. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Right.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
Yeah, right. He's just saying random stuff.
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
But I was thinking Revolution imperative. No, I was not.
Hardcore superstar!
Anyway, let's get back to the previous topic.
Yeah!
Is your real name Jermaine? Yeah, he just called you that.
Dark-cord hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Jermaine Egghead.
Basically, yes it is.
Okay, makes sense, I suppose. And yeah, why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
Right, I remember from the DeLorean religion. L'amour, la compassion, l'autodiscipline. Why would lungs be for love? Good to know. Yeah, I've heard about that because of Dolores Day's glowing lungs. I'm not sure about this option. Let's see what happens if I pick it.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Because I've never loved someone like you before.
Okay, so now I have a skill check here. I don't believe I can increase my physical instrument. At least not via my outfit. But I will have a look at it.
Alright!
I just hope I don't have to go through the whole dialogue again if I want to talk to him. Well, let's see. What are my options here? No, I don't need interfacing. I need physical instrument. Which is not a skill check that happens very often. And usually I just use like a different tool to increase my options here. Okay, well I have this over here. Right, I remember that shabby t-shirt. Well, I mean at least 1 point more for this skill check, and this is just -2. Alright, let's see how my odds are now.
The large-headed youth.
Good morning! Yeah!
Alright, I mean...
Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
That is a pretty good chance. Let's give it a try.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chord echo.
Alright, apparently it needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. A good melody is what makes a song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head. That's also a very good point.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know. I was thinking you would know. Nowhere. I'm not gonna become some sort of a Nordic cop too. I've got enough copper types already. I do, but I mean, I started this, may as well finish it, but I don't really know where to look for it, to be honest.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
Yeah, but I mean, you want to start a nightclub for Nordic music, so you should know at least a little bit about it. Okay, I look into it. In an official capacity, it's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Take the task. Alright, I'll see if I come up with something on my own. A citizen investigation. Take the task. No, I really don't have time for this. Don't take the task. I will take the task, and since Kim isn't around, he can't tell me not to. But I will do this on my own. It's a citizen investigation.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
It probably won't.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's Jam.
Okay, I mean, that doesn't sound so difficult. I do have a tape, but it's like an old disco song. But I mean, maybe you can remix it and make it into something more modern. You know, the smallest church in Saint-Cyr.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Well, I guess I can have a look.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Huh. Well, that is very specific. I guess I should check this out. And if this is true, then Shivers finally did something useful. It feels cold. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, I've been there. Yeah, I think it's like one of the main roads next to the marketplace near the Walling, right? I'm sure I can find it again.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
Alright, tell me.
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that! I could have said that!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where it is. It is one of the main roads that we've been to a lot of times.
And the mosaic sidewalk.
Right.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
And apparently it feels cold.
Does it?
He looks around looking for the cold. Well, I guess I gotta shake it off.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Right, I guess I will look for that tape that may be there. Let me have another look at that description from Shivers again. A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. So I need to look for that hawthorn. Maybe now that I know where to look for, it will show up as like an object I can interact with. Alright, let's continue.
Copman!
Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve Van Eyck's Gem. Who do I know? Maybe I will give them the smallest church in Saint-Cyr tape after all.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
I got you this banging mega mix. Give him the great Dorgana mega mix. But isn't that like the tape with the confession that the Hardy Boys gave me? You know, the confession by the mercenaries, which wasn't really a confession, but still. He snatches a tape from your hand and attaches it to the empty reel slot. One hand on his headphones, he listens to the audio. Then, shaking his head, he says,
No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep the love in the house!
Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Why would anyone want to use that kind of stuff? So, never mind.
Yeah!
Okay, so I guess I have to go and find another tape for them, and I kind of know where to look for one, so I guess that's it for now. Anyway, maybe I can talk to one of the others again. Let's give it a try.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Okay, this is no new dialogue.
Goodbye, officer.
So what if I talk to him?
Huh? I see you're here again. Off-sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
What about now? Are the signs all right now? Yeah, has this changed?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment. You heard me.
Alright, nothing new here. I probably have to actually, help them start the nightclub first. Find a tape with a melody for Egghead. Okay, well, I know where to look for one, so that's something. Maybe I want to talk to Estelle again as well. Maybe I have some new dialogue here.
Hello again.
Okay, nothing new here, and I can't try this skill check again. I mean, the problem is I can't increase my empathy. Well, I guess I could. I could, like, use something to increase my psyche, and then put a point into empathy while it is increased. And I hope then maybe the increased empathy will stick even after the drugs wear off. That might be a possibility. But I guess I will try this another time. Maybe I find another way to unlock this skill check again, so I don't need to do this right now. So yeah, never mind. Okay, we have a little bit of time left in this episode, so maybe instead of returning to the church and talking to Sona, I will actually try to find that tape. I mean, how hard can it be, right? So let's travel back to the waterfront and let's find that church and that bush. Let's maybe zoom out a little bit. Oh, hang on a second. I have thoughts. The book says you must attain a Franco-Nigerian hard body at the nearest gym. Okay. It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jan Kaus from Iguania. Why does it take willpower to read that? Anyway, I remember that I could read, like, the street names here at some point, but not anymore, apparently. So instead I'm just going to look around a bit and see if I can find that mysterious bush. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's one of these roads. Then again, the description specifically mentioned near the canal, so it's gotta be more in this direction. So let's try that again. Well, still nothing that I can see anyway. So maybe I was a little bit too sure that I would find that road. Rue Saint-Ghislaine. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be easier to find this now that I know what to look for. I was hoping that, it would just show up on my compass. Maybe let's try to check out the place down here. There's certainly, like, an orb I can investigate. Etched into the wood, barely visible. Remember the rest is lost to time. Well, I guess we will never remember what we are supposed to remember.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer first. Kim, look, bullet holes. Well, clearly I haven't forgotten the name.
Where?
Point to the chips in the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it. Nothing. Forget about it. Well, apparently someone has been shot here, but this could be a long time ago, like from the war, right?
There? Those are old.
Oh, you mean like from the revolution? Exactly. That's what he probably means.
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
Okay, what can you tell me about this revolution? I mean, at this point, I think I have a pretty good idea about it, but let's ask it anyway.
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Okay, apparently he doesn't want to tell me anything about it. Fair enough. Alright, yeah, I guess I will go back to the harbor and see if I can find that stupid bush. But if I can't, I'm just going to end the episode and will maybe look for it some other time. Well, this is where Joyce used to be. Went to the village on the coast, officer. See you there, Joyce, says a note on the post. Yeah, we have already figured that out. And can't, like, read the inscription on the sign. Presumably that tells me the name of this road, right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can't actually find that stupid bush because the passage is blocked. I mean, one of the ravers did kind of mention, well, due to the blocked streets, we can't really go to that place, so this might not be achievable. Which would be a pity, because finally Shivers did something useful, or so it would seem, and now I can't actually get to that place. Oh well. I may wander around a little bit in between episodes and see if I can find that bush, but if I can't, then I guess I will head back to the pawn shop and see if he has any more tapes. I honestly don't remember. Maybe he had more. He certainly had like the tape recorder or the tape player, so he may have some tapes as well. But yeah, I guess since the episode is long enough now, I'm going to call it a day, and if I can't find that stupid tape, I'm just going back to the church and we will talk to Sona again, because we want to convince her to either leave the place or to accept the nightclub. But for now, let's call it a day, as always. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.